Hello and welcome to Youth and Social Life. My name is Dami and it's Christmas. It's just few hours to Christmas. I can't say days right now. It's few hours to Christmas. 25th of December, the most celebrated holiday around the whole world. I'm trying to use holiday because I saw something on social media where a doctor was bombarded because he said Merry Christmas instead of Happy Holiday. Other religions, they were asking, why not tell us Happy Holiday? It's just like you're trying to discriminate and it's not supposed to be like that. So Happy Holiday and Merry Christmas in advance. So talking about Christmas, today I'm going to be, just looking at some fun facts about Christmas, what people really don't know. We just know these words and we don't really know why they are being used or why they're being associated with Christmas, and even some things that came and we don't know how come these things actually came. And first of all, and I'm not really going to be talking about Christmas, I'm also going to be talking about Boxing Day. That's December 26th. Many people don't know, should I say many people, few people really don't know what is done on December 26th. They just know it's Boxing Day. Here in Nigeria, there was a time when I was young, I used to think that people fight on Boxing Day. That's just what they do. I didn't know that it was just another thing, but I will tell you later on. So going over to what to be discussing, that's Christmas, fun fact about Christmas. Number one I'll be looking at is Jingle Bells. Jingle Bells was a song written by James Lord in 1957. And when you're talking of 1857 rather, and this song was the first song to be played in space in 1965. It was broadcast during NASA Gemini 6A space flights. Jingle Bells. Why was Jingle Bells written? We all know Jingle Bells. We all sing it. Once it's December 1st here in Nigeria, you hear it almost everywhere. The street of Lagos, supermarkets, people just start singing Jingle Bells. Even children, a year old, they know the beat of Jingle Bells, but we don't know how come. Jingle Bell was actually sung. It was supposed to be played by in the composer's Sunday school class during Thanksgiving as a way to commemorate the famed Medford sleigh races. Jingle Bell was the first to be broadcast from space. It was not written for Christmas. It was supposed to be broadcasted during Thanksgiving. So people really don't know that fact. All we just know is Jingle Bells, they sang it for Christmas. But that's not the fact. It was written by James Lord for Thanksgiving. But we all can agree that Jingle Bells, it goes with the theme Christmas itself. So I guess that's why people start playing it for Christmas. Now, the number two I'll be talking about is Christmas tree. When we're talking about Christmas tree, it's one of something very important when it comes to Christmas. When you go to people's houses, their sitting room, what welcomes you is Christmas tree. There's some is just a Christmas light based on what you can afford, and many supermarkets, many markets, shops, offices, you see Christmas tree there. But how did people start using Christmas tree? How did it come about? Evergreen, how did it come about? So the tradition of Christmas tree goes back all the way to ancient Egyptians and Romans, who marked the winter solstice with evergreens as a reminder that spring would return. Prince Albert of Germany also introduced a tree to his new wife, that's Queen Victoria of England. It really took off across the pond. A drawing of the couple in front of a Christmas tree appeared in Illustrated the London News in 1848. And as we say, the idea went viral. Sometimes when you post pictures on Instagram, you don't always going to see it. So that's the case with Prince Albert and Queen Victoria of England. He just bought it and gave it to his wife, and he took picture in front of it with some children, and it was something they just people saw on the front page of the London News, and people saw it, and that's everybody just bought the idea of Christmas tree. So that's how it came about, and Egyptians, Romans, everybody just adapted our culture, and normally that's how it goes. So that's how Christmas tree came about. Now let's talk about Santa. What children mostly love about Christmas? Santa Claus. When you go to US, when you go to UK, you go to other countries apart from Nigeria rather, When we talk about Santa, you go to people who tell you that, okay, I'm waiting for Santa to give me my gift. I'm waiting for Santa to give me my this. But we have people talking about the secret Santa, saying they're waiting for the Christmas, for the gift from secret Santa. But let's talk about how Santa, became like the bright color that we know. There was a time when Santa was actually had that spooky image, that scary image, where children sometimes when they see it they could not sleep. But what contributed to it, to making it like the jolly color, making it bright, was due to it was Coca-Cola advert. They got into it, that in the 1931 the beverage company hired an illustrator named Arden for magazine arts, that we got the jolly old elf. So now kids, when they look at Christmas, they won't Santa, they won't be scared to sleep again. I mean, Coca-Cola brightened it for everybody. The brightened the color, made him a jolly person compared to the Santa Claus that they knew before that. When they see it, it just brings nightmare. But right now, it's just, even you see kids falling asleep in the hands of Santas. When they put on their Santa. Well, let me not say Santa is fake. I don't want to ruin that image for some people. But now let's talk about the Christmas wreath. When I'm talking about the Christmas wreath, it's it's, when you look at it, it symbolizes it actually symbolizes the crown of thorns that was put on Jesus Christ's head. I mean, many of you have read the story or you've watched the videos itself. You see the thorns that was put on Jesus' head, where what it has is crucifixion. The red berries symbolize the blood he shed. So when you see a wreath this season, just know what it means. Many people don't know what that wreath means. They hang it in front of their door. Some hang it in their home, just put it up in the ceiling. So it's just reminding people, just represents that thorn that was put on Jesus Christ's head. So that's what Christmas wreath means. So away from that now, let's talk about something jolly that people do outside Nigeria. I don't know if people believe in it, and that's mistletoe. We're talking about mistletoe. When you say mistletoe, many people just know that mistletoe will kiss under the mistletoe. I don't know if you've heard the song from Justin Bieber saying, of course, he's going to kiss his girl under the mistletoe. So that's how some people knew what they use mistletoe for. But that's not what it means. I'm sure if you hear the meaning of mistletoe, you might not want to do that again. But mistletoe, if you look at it, is an ancient symbol of fertility, and the Druids considered it an aphrodisiac. So keep that in mind next time when someone jokes about meeting you under the mistletoe. The name itself even has a meaning that might not inspire as many people. However, mistletoe birds eat the plant berries, digest the seeds, and then the droppings eventually grow into new plants. So Germanic word for mistletoe literally means dung on a twig. I mean, you can translate mistletoe to also poo on a stick. Not exactly romantic, is it? When you hear poo on a stick, it's not something you want to really go under and say that you want to kiss someone on that. But another famous chapter in the mistletoe folktale actually comes from Norse mythology. As the story goes, when the god Odin's son, that's Balder, was prophesied to die, his mother Frigg, that's the goddess of love, went to all the animals and plants of the natural world to secure an oath that they will not harm him. But Frigg neglected to consult with the unassuming mistletoe. So the scheming god, that's Loki, made an arrow from the plants and saw that it was used to kill the otherwise invisible Balder. But according to one sunnier version of the myth, the gods were able to resurrect Balder from the dead. And delighted Frigg then declared mistletoe a symbol of love and vowed to plant a kiss on on all those who passed beneath the tree. So that's how people knew what that's how people start kissing under the mistletoe, saying that because the God said He's going to bless anybody that kisses under that place, or it's going to kiss people that passes under the mistletoe. But don't forget, it means pull on a stick. So it might not be really romantic enough for you to say you want to go and kiss under the mistletoe. But also, mistletoe is also like a medicine, a leaf used to cure some many other diseases like epilepsy and some others. So if you want to know about the mistletoe leaf, you can always go on the internet, so it's there for you to know more about. But away from that mistletoe, let's talk about the last one, that's Xmas. When we're talking about Christmas, sometimes you see people telling you Merry Xmas, and here in Nigeria you just hear people say, no, don't tell me Merry Xmas, tell me Merry Christmas. Why? Because Nigerians believe that you're trying to remove the Christ from the Christmas, and you're trying to just put X, not knowing that X is actually a Greek alphabet letter. Christ, that's Christmas. The first letter of Christmas is actually Chi, and Chi is also X in Greek. So X in Greek, so that's actually symbolizes Xmas. So that's X is an alphabet letter from the word Christmas, the first alphabet of Christ, and that's Christ Xmas. So they changed it to Xmas, not that you're trying to remove the Christ from it. It's according to Greek. But here in Nigeria, we have many ways of just saying things. So Xmas, you're not trying to remove it. It's just based on the Greek word. So many things and all that. You can also, if you want to know more about that, of course, you can always search it up. I'm not trying to form it. It's according to what it's in the Greek word. And when you try to spell it, of course, the first letter is going to come out X in front of it. So I think wishing someone Merry Xmas is not something wrong, because looking at where it originated from. So some of these things you might not really know about it. I mean, until I started searching, I didn't know where mistletoe came from. Even Xmas, I actually believe that Xmas, you're trying to remove the Christ from the Christmas, until people's there talking about it, and you get curious and say, okay, let me even look this thing up and just search about it. And also, I guess that's what I want to say about Christmas. And I really like to know how you're going to celebrate your Christmas this year. I mean, quarantine Christmas. I talked about it last on Tuesday about quarantine Christmas, how you're going to celebrate your Christmas in your home. And when we're talking about Christmas, also, let's not forget about Boxing Day. I mean, Boxing Day, December 26th. What is done on Boxing Day? Boxing Day, in many countries have a way of celebrating their own Boxing Day. It means many things to them. But here in Nigeria, Boxing Day is often called the day of goodwill. I mean, the day you do good to others, give out to others. Every day is a day of goodwill, but December 26th is also a day, to just show love to people. So it's a day of goodwill. And so just remove that meaning from your head that it's the day for you to watch boxing. I mean, then when I was small, there was the one boxing match that they had then when on a Boxing Day. So ever since then, I believed that Boxing Day was actually a day for you to box. So I never knew the meaning for a long time, and I'm sure some people still have that idea on their head. But tradition of Boxing Day, it has been said that the name of Boxing Day comes from the people getting rid of empty boxes from presents after Christmas Day, while the tradition date goes back to England in the Middle Ages, though the exact origin is debatable. One theory is that it comes from the fact that servants were given their presents in boxes on this day, the 26th being the first working day after Christmas Day. This tradition of giving gifts for service extended beyond servants to tradesmen such as milkmen and butchers. Also, another popular theory is that it is named after the custom of priests opening alms boxes and in churches after Christmas. These held money which had been donated to the poor and needy in the run-up to Christmas. Some churches still open these boxes on Christmas Day. Also, in Austria, Boxing Day is known as a proclamation day. It celebrates the proclamation of South Austria as a British province by Captain John when he arrived at the Old Fort Bay on December 28th, while in United Kingdom, Boxing Day has been a bank holiday in England, Wales, and Northern Ireland since 1871. Having this status during the height of the British Empire explains why this holiday is still celebrated in many Commonwealth countries. St. Stephen's Day in non-Commonwealth countries, the day is more commonly referred to as St. Stephen or Feast of Stephen. That's a Boxing Day. So Boxing Day depends on the country, so it can mean many things. But here in Nigeria, it's the Goodwill Day. So if you've not been able to give out, whatever you have, what you want to give out, before Christmas, or that thing that you said, okay, I want to share, I just want to show love, you can always give it out on the 26th. And if you opened your box also on the 25th, 26th, you can throw it away. So it's also a day for you to throw away the boxes that you opened on the 25th, because we're expecting many gifts tomorrow, December 25th. And means your secret Santa might be there to put that that's your chocolate or whatsoever it can put it inside your secret socks that you hung. And when you're talking about socks, it seems to be there are so many things that we really don't follow when it comes to Christmas here in Nigeria, because we have our parents here, they don't pamper, they will just tell you the truth straightforward. No, there's nothing like socks. Nobody puts any gift in your socks when you hang it. So those are the facts that I really wanted to discuss with you today. So many facts. Xmas is not taking out Christ from Mass. Also mistletoe, the meaning of mistletoe is pull on a stick. But when you go back to the other story about it, you can also try to move along with it. But next time when you want to kiss someone under the mistletoe, you can think about that. But though here in Nigeria, many people don't really hang what they call mistletoe. All we know is just you can just kiss anywhere you want to kiss. It's Christmas Day for you to have fun, and there are so many meanings to it. Also, you can always check it out. Also, when you're talking about the Christmas wreath, that's the turn on the Jesus Christ head. And Christmas tree, it became popular, a viral picture that when Prince Albert and his wife Victoria, when they posted, just snapped a picture in front of the Christmas tree, then just as a gift that Prince Albert bought for his wife, it became viral and everybody adapted that, and it became the Christmas tree. And Jingle Bells, the first song to be to actually be played from space in the 1961, it was written for Thanksgiving. So those are the points I wanted to share with you. I wanted to know this fact, to know the main reason why we are celebrating Christmas. We are celebrating Christ's birth, but also the words that are associated with it. I'll be expecting many things, many of your comments, so put your opinion in the comment section. Don't also forget to always put your opinion also in our YouTube comment section, as also we take for some of the ideas or some of the things that you put there, also to share with you and also to share with more audience. Also share this video, share some of our videos with your friends to be informed, to know many of the things that is currently going on around the world. And you can do this by following us on our social media platforms that are showing on your screen, or visit our website www.vanguardngr.com to get more of our interesting top stories and the news that is going on around the world. Have a lovely Christmas, a fun-filled Christmas. That chicken or the food you are going to be eating, don't eat it alone. You have many people you are going to give it to. We are all there to share, to love. Share your love to everybody. Share it to me. Don't worry, I'll also share my own to you. Bye. It's me at Dami on Youth and Social Life, and also the entire team of Vanguard. We are telling you, we are wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance.